If 2020 was a perfume, need I say more? I think you know what this video is about. So guys, I am sharing with you fragrances that in my collection are my worst voted fragrances. It's the fragrances I rarely touch, rarely use, probably forgot that I even had them in my collection. These are my worst perfumes, and when I say worst fragrances, it's either the notes or the longevity, the body of the fragrance, the performance of the fragrance would deem these perfumes to be my worst fragrances. So guys, if 2020 was a fragrance, here goes this video. Starting off with number one, what I've done here, actually, I've written down all the notes as well of the fragrances, so you will know how they smell. So starting off with number one, which I think one of my worst fragrances and my worst purchases. This one is my Kenzo Amour. Now this perfume, I don't even want to smell it because there's something in this fragrance that actually makes me feel nauseous. I don't know what it is, but it's like too many things are going on and it just makes me feel awful. I think when I first tried this perfume, I bought this in Harrods a couple years ago now, and I think what I liked about this fragrance originally is that it had a sweetness to it that I think I liked, but I don't think I ever tried it on my skin. This bottle is, if you could see this bottle, like see through it, I believe the perfume is still at that level. I don't think I've ever worn this. I might have sprayed it once to try it, but there's something in this perfume that actually doesn't agree with me. It actually gives me a headache. It gives me a headache. It really makes me feel nauseous. It's just, for me, very unpleasant, this perfume by Kenzo, unfortunately. So sorry to say if you guys are a fan of this fragrance, but this is the Kenzo Amour. This is the 50ml bottle, and I'm just going to read the notes to you. So in this fragrance we have cherry blossom, we have rice stem, white tea, frangipani, thanaka wood, incense, vanilla and musk. Now I'm guessing what I don't like in here, I do like frangipani. I have a feeling it's either the incense and the woods blend. Cherry blossom, I don't think I'm getting any cherry blossom scents in here. It's just something, I can't even smell it too much because it actually it gives me a headache. So yeah, I'm not going to smell this too often, but if 2020 was defined by a perfume, then it's this one here. It's absolutely awful. It's my least favorite fragrance. I feel like there's too much happening. What else could I tell you about this fragrance apart from it gives me a headache? It's just, I don't know. I mean, if you're a fan of the notes in here, then this may just work very well for you, but I feel like whatever's blended inside, it's just too much going on for me to comprehend, and it's just not very pleasant for me. So that's my Kenzo Amour. Right, so the next one I'm going to do for you is okay, this will be funny. If 2020 was a perfume, very Hollywood Michael Kors, that would define 2020 for me. To be quite honest with you, I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's like really disappointing. It's very simple. It's plain. I don't get it. It's flat. There's nothing, it's not memorable. It's basic, it's simple. Like I said before, it's flat. It's just an okay scent. This is just plain to me. And I think what I really don't like about this fragrance is that it smells very, very engineered. It smells very plastic. It doesn't smell rich. It smells very artificial. I can't detect any oils. It smells very plastic, and I think that's what I don't like about it. And this is such a letdown because there is a fragrance that I absolutely love by Michael Kors, and I was really hoping that this fragrance would have something similar about it, but it really doesn't. And I just find this to be extremely just okay there scent. Nothing special at all for me. So that's my Very Hollywood by Michael Kors. So the notes in this fragrance, I'll just find it here for you. So in this perfume we have mandarin, ice bergamot, jasmine, ylang ylang, raspberry, gardenia, orris, amber, moss and vetiver. And I mean, I don't know, I mean, orange blossom, mandarin, I can't detect. Raspberry, we've got jasmine in here, ylang ylang, gardenia, amber. I just don't get it. It's just a very disappointing basic smell. It's not very special, it's not memorable, you're not going to stand out, it's not strong, it doesn't smell, it smells very plastic. I mean, you wouldn't even think this is, it's just plain. I think this would be like one of my, again, another one of my worst buys. I haven't even used this fragrance. I mean, I think I used it a few times there. I did put, you can see that it has gone down very slightly, but I bought this perfume a very long time ago and it's just sitting there mainly for decoration. So that's my Michael Kors Very Hollywood. Now the next scent that I have, okay, so this scent is very interesting to me. This one is Lady Million. Now this scent, where do I begin with this? Okay, let's talk about the aesthetics of the perfume, the bottle itself. It's representing a diamond. You know, it reflects the light very well. It looks very fancy, but it smells very, it's not very refined. It doesn't smell refined to me. It's very like an okay scent. It's not special. The title, the name of this perfume is called Lady Million. So lady, first of all, I don't think this fragrance represents a lady. It's very I wouldn't describe this as feminine or sophisticated or sweet, gentle. You know, it's just, I find it quite a harsh scent. It's not refined. It has this scent to it that I don't find very sophisticated, but it's a scent that you can wear, but it's not special. And you know, as it's called lady, I don't see how this is defined as lady, just going by the title alone. Million, I mean, is it supposed to represent something exclusive? And I don't know. It's just like my least favorite scent. I mean, I could find a million ways why I don't really like it perhaps, but it's just, yeah, it's just not my favorite scent, and it's something I have regret. You know, I do regret buying it to a certain extent. I mean, I bought it a while ago. I did like this fragrance originally when it first came out, and I don't know what it was about it. This perfume just reminds me of, it just reminds me of going out, perhaps, maybe if you're going somewhere and you're going to be based outdoors and you know that you're going to be in an area where you're going to pick up the scent, then this is maybe a good fragrance to wear for that, because it's like you don't want to waste you know, one of your most precious perfumes. So this might be a fragrance you would go and wear. So for example, for me, there's a few events I've been to and I would be like, well, if I know it's quite funny actually, to me anyway, but if I know I'm going to be if I'm going to an event and I know people are going to be smoking, especially cigars, then this is the sort of fragrance I would wear, because number one, cigarette smoke and cigar smoke will seep through your clothes, your skin, your hair. You could just smell it, and it's like, I don't mind wasting a fragrance like this for occasions like you're going to absorb the smell, or if you're going to be outdoors, maybe in the park or on a farm, I don't know, maybe I would wear this. But yeah, this is like one of my least favorite perfumes. I don't think I would ever wear this again. I've worn a bit of it, you know, when I probably first bought it, and I don't know what attracted me to this fragrance. Yeah, so let me tell you what's in the notes of this one. So in Lady Million, this is by Paco Rabanne, we have bitter orange, raspberry, neroli. I think I can detect the neroli in this. And then we also have some orange blossom, some jasmine, patchouli, honey and amber. Now, I don't know, I mean, this one, I can say, to be fair to Lady Million, I can say there are layers to this fragrance, and it's not awful at all. It's just what you like, it's what suits you, and I just know that this fragrance doesn't suit me. I don't know where I would wear this to. I can't think of an occasion other than the ones I described earlier. Then I could probably wear something like this. But the bottle is quite pretty, you know, it's a pretty bottle, but it just doesn't say lady to me. It doesn't say anything feminine and classy, like to depict a lady. This is sort of perfume you would wear to maybe like a club, or, you know, like a night out, you're going out with friends and you just want to put on any perfume, then I would suggest something like this. But this is like my least favorite. So if 2020 was a perfume, definitely this one. Okay, my next fragrance is this one here, and this fragrance is my Cartier. This is Délice de Cartier, and it looks like it's that one there. That's the fragrance. Now, this perfume, I did spray some earlier. Well, this is a fragrance this is by Cartier, and to be honest, I just don't get it. This fragrance smells highly manufactured. It smells very plastic. It's a very simple scent. It's like just one note in here, one tone, one note, one layer. It's just very basic. So imagine we were blending up a perfume and you had a few ideas in your mind, like what you wanted to mix together to create this unique scent. It's like this scent would remind me of just one fragrance. It's like, well, I want my fragrance to smell of apples, but that's it. It just smells of apples, nothing else. It's just like flat, one layer. Oops, I threw it. It's just flat. It's one layer. it's not really, it doesn't stand out. It smells extremely artificial. It smells very plastic, very basic. It does have a very sweet note to it, but then even the sweetness doesn't smell, it doesn't smell appealing. I would say this is highly, this is a feminine fragrance for sure, but it's just not special. It wouldn't be a go-to scent for me. It's not my type of fragrance. It's just very simple, plain and artificial for me. And I would say again, like, I don't get it. I don't know what direction they were going towards this. I mean, it's Cartier, you think of jewelry, you think of diamonds, and you know, but then I think with the name and the scent, I can kind of see, okay, the sweetness would sort of remind you of, like, you know, diamonds and jewelry or something, but it's not done in the way that suits the brand. It doesn't represent the brand well. This fragrance, I believe, has been discontinued anyway, but this is definitely a fragrance I don't think I'll be wearing at all. So yes, that's my 2020 bottle in a fragrance. And then my next fragrance now, I did go through all the notes, didn't I, with that one? Oh no. So let's look at the notes in this fragrance. So I'm just looking at my phone here. So we have cherry, we have pink pepper, bergamot, we have jasmine, violet, freesia, and then also amber, tonka bean as well. Now, all of those fragrances, all of those notes, I'm really surprised. Like the amber, we have jasmine, we have tonka bean, we have all the notes that I love, but it's not been represented well in this fragrance. And this fragrance comes across as, it seems, when you look at the notes, it seems like it has been blended in a complex way, but the performance is very simple. I'm getting like one flat tone or one flat layer. It's just not my favorite. So that's one of my worst buys, I think, by Cartier. And it's just like I said, very simple. So that's my Délices by Cartier. Now we have Marc Jacobs, and this is the original Marc Jacobs perfume. Now this perfume defines everything that I don't like in a fragrance. I'll read the notes out to you. So we have gardenia, jasmine, white pepper, honeysuckle, and musk. And this fragrance to me is extremely green, extremely mossy, extremely fresh. It's not a fragrance that I would ever wear. And I think I bought the whole set to complement this fragrance. I think I bought, well, it came in a gift set anyway with like lotions and things. But this fragrance is definitely a scent I really do not like. It's not very feminine to me. It's too crisp and green. And it's just everything that I don't like. This is the sort of fragrance I would wear maybe to the gym if I had to the farm, the park. I don't know, to get my car MOT'd perhaps. I mean, I don't know when I would actually wear this fragrance. It's just, again, a bit simple as well. But this is a true citrusy green fresh scent, and if you like that, then this would definitely be a fragrance that you might enjoy. So that's another fragrance I'm adding to my, if 2020 was a perfume, then yeah. But I think out of all my fragrances here, the #1 perfume that definitely is a definition of 2020 would have to be perhaps this one here, because I wouldn't wear this fragrance at all. And then I guess these two as well, it would be the Very Hollywood and the Délices by Cartier. I just don't get these fragrances. They're very simple and basic. So yes, this is the end of my video, and I just wanted to do something that was a bit more fun and interesting for you all, and it's just defining the first part of this year. But 2020 hasn't finished as yet, and I know that 2020 will turn out to be a wonderful year for us all. So everyone stay positive, stay safe, and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.